So welcome everyone to our CFE info session. We are so excited to be here with you during the Fraud Awareness Week. It's the International Fraud Awareness Week that actually bringing all the anti-fraud professionals together for us to join in a global initiative to fight fraud examination. And what is better than becoming certified fraud examiner during this week? We have so many delegates from all over the world trying to share the best practices in investigating fraud, fighting fraud, preventing fraud, fighting corruption. And I'm sure all your organizations also, they are doing some kind of initiatives. I have delivered during this week to so many organizations, and I'm actually delivering more. They just have so many events going on this week. So I'm so glad that we have you here with us today to share exactly what you need to do to prepare and pass the CFE exam in an easy and simple way. And this is why, I decided to wear like a special superhero as a fraud fighter for us to fight all fraud together. So first, why we need to take the CFE if we are going to fight fraud? So many professionals, and I know so many of the managers and executives, they told me, yeah, I have 20 years experience. I have 30 years experience. I'm going to retire soon. So what is the value of becoming certified fraud examiner? I am fraud fighter, but is there a value? I already have all the knowledge in the certificate. I say one of the things that ACFE confirmed in their 2020 compensation guide that they just published, that if you are a certified fraud examiner, you will be able to earn more money compared to non-certified fraud examiners. And this is something really, really important, and it's going to help you in your career. So they say overall, CFEs, they are earning 17% more than non-CFEs, but it depends on the region. If you are in Asia, you are earning around 1% in average. If you are in Europe, you are earning 8%. If you are in US, you are earning 12%. But if you are in Middle East, you are earning more than the average. You are earning 21% compared to individuals without the certificate. This is why we can see the demand in CFE in Middle East is massive. We have so many delegates. Only this year, we have more than 600 delegates join our courses, only this year. So you can imagine the massive demand on this certificate. I remember when I started this certificate long time ago, we had only 12 delegates in the class. First year, we had maybe around 50 people join us. Now this year, 600. One of the reasons is the value of the certificate and that you can earn 21% more if you have the certificate. But the other reason is the amount of fraud, especially in Middle East, is increasing massively. So we need all these certified fraud examiners to be able to fight fraud. But it's not only about fighting fraud. It's very important for you if you are working in the anti-fraud domain to understand the different categories of fraud, the different schemes, understanding the different type of fraud from investigation perspective and from the legal element perspective. So this is what we covered during the whole class, and this is what they are going to test you on in the exam. They are going to test you about your understanding of the different schemes related to corruption, related to asset misappropriation, related to financial statement fraud, and figuring out, do you understand what you need to do to be able to prevent them? What are the red flags related to them? How can you be able to detect them? And how can you investigate cases related to them? Then from legal perspective, what you need to address for you to be able to deal with them. So these are all the issues that actually covered in the certification. But someone will come and tell me, so Iyad, is this a fraud certification? Because I'm not really in the fraud department. I'm in internal audit. I am in compliance. I am in control. I am in the legal department. I'm in HR. I will tell them always, it's correct, the name of the certificate, Certified Fraud Examiner, but this is not fraud certificate. This is actually covering so many elements. Elements related to fraud, yes, but we cover so many elements related to investigation. Can be any kind of investigation. Investigation related to ethical issues, investigation related to HR, to misconduct, investigations related to security, investigation related to cyber, any kind of investigation that you conduct inside the organization. We teach you all the principles from it related to how can we collect the evidence, how can we analyze the evidence, how can we examine the evidence, how can we document the evidence, figuring out how can you conduct the proper interview, understanding how after that you can write your fraud examination report, and figuring out how can you testify in court later based on this report, figuring out what are the sources of information you can find this information, How can we recover the money? So it's not only fraud certificate. So this is not a certificate like other certifications where they focus only on fraud. Here they focus on fraud as a part of it, which is important, understanding the different fraud schemes, but also we focus on the investigation, figuring out all the best practices when you are conducting investigation. At the same time, we address a very important issue, which is the legal element. So 25% of the exam is related to understanding what are the legal elements related to fraud. How can we understand from a legal perspective the different definition and the different elements of every type of fraud? Because at the end of the day, fraud is fraud. But can we take legal case against the person if he's doing fraud? Well, it depends on the law. It depends on the legal elements. If this corruption or this bribery or this financial statement fraud is not meeting the legal elements, we don't consider it as a fraud from legal perspective. So we will not be able to take a legal action. So these are three important areas that the certificate will cover. But the certificate also will cover very important area. After we conduct the investigation, after we deal with it, do we have the management sitting down and figuring out what is the next plan? What are we going to do? We call it anti-fraud strategies. What are we going to implement to make sure that fraud will not happen in the future? And this is 25% also of the exam, figuring out the anti-fraud strategy. How can we have a fraud prevention program? How can we have the proper ethics program, the proper compliance program? Figuring out how can we conduct fraud risk assessment, implementing the right fraud risk management to ensure at the end of the day that it's correct that we have uncovered fraud and investigated fraud and took the proper legal action. But how can we ensure that in the future, fraud will not happen again? So this is a very important element that also we have to address and we have to deal with to make sure that everyone is on the same page and to eliminate the gaps so fraud will not happen in the future. So like we said, the certificate covers so many issues related to examining the evidence, understanding how can you collect this evidence, figuring out how can you conduct the best practices in fraud examination, and figuring out how can we implement the proper controls to ensure fraud will not happen in the future. So the ACFE created the fraud examiner manual, which is around 2,000 pages plus, if you want to study it. And this is, what is required from any certified fraud examiner, to spend 6 months reading 2,000 pages. But ACFE, they understood that you are not going to have time to spend to read 2,000 pages over 6 months. You are not going to have time to understand exactly all the concept on your own. So ACFE said, for you to be able to do this easily, we have different ways, which is we are going to share with you. But first, what is the CFE exam? CFE exam is 4 parts. We have one part is fraud prevention and deterrence. One part is the financial transaction. One part is the fraud investigation. And one part is the legal elements of fraud. So these are the 4 parts. Every exam is 2 hours, 100 questions, multiple choice and true and false. So the exam is not that difficult if you want to focus on it, and you can be able to clear it within short period of time. Based on my experience with our delegate, you can become certified fraud examiner within 4 days or within 4 weeks. Yes, if you focus and study. And we are going to share with you how the process will be done. But these are the 4 exams that you have to take for you to become certified fraud examiner. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to help you to pass the CFE exam as the ACFE authorized trainer that we have been working with them for the last 9 years in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Oman, in Qatar, in Malaysia. And we have delivered training, we have delivered more than 60 courses so far globally over the last 9 years. And we have more than 2,800 delegates passing the exam with us. We can guide you to become certified fraud examiner in the same way. So what we are doing, this is our last course for the year, which is 4 weeks. So we are creating this 4-week course in a simple, easy way, where you are going to study with us 2 hours, 3 days a week. So you have 2 hours on November 20, 2 hours on November 22, 2 hours on November 23. Then you take the exam over the weekend. Someone will say, yeah, is this enough for me to be able to study and pass the exam? 100%. You just attend the classes with us, you practice the questions, and then you're going to take the exam. Whatever we tell you in the class, you are going to get in the exam. So you can clear the investigation within 1 week. Then you come back, you study with us over 1 week for the financial transaction. the same test, 3 days, 2 hours. Then you pass the exam. Then you take the insurance. 3 days, you take the exam over the weekend. Then you take the fraud prevention and deterrence. So within 4 weeks, you can become certified fraud examiner. And this is, our promise to you. But I know so many delegates, they say, yeah, it's the end of the year. We are working in accounting and auditing. There are so many things for us to do. And I don't think the schedule will work for me today because I'm really busy. The good news is that if you join our classes, all the sessions are recorded. So in case you can't attend any of these sessions, or in case you are busy in some of these weeks, you can go and watch the recording later for these sessions. Or in case, some of the sessions you can do them as per the schedule, you can take 1 week and then later you can, when you are free at the end of the year or beginning of next year, you can watch the rest and take the exam. So all the sessions are recorded. So that will really help you for you to be able to, even if you want to review the information again, if you take the class and you feel some areas you need to watch them again, you can actually look at them again. And if you are completely busy and you will not be able to take these classes that we have, this is our schedule for next year. So next year, we are going to have 5 classes virtually. We have approximately every month a class happening from February, March, May, July, August, September, October, November. All these are classes happening. So the same thing. These classes are evening classes. They are over 4 weeks. Every week you study one subject with us, and over the weekend you can take the exam. But if you would like to join us face-to-face, we have our classes in Dubai, where you can fly to Dubai and attend the classes with us over 4 days. And the benefit of this 4-day class, that every day you study with us, in the evening you go take the exam. And this is a very good format, because in that way, whatever we share with you during the day, it's fresh in your mind. In the evening, you review the information and you take the exam, and done. Within 4 days, you can become certified fraud examiner. Someone say, is it possible to become certified fraud examiner within 4 days? 100%. We already have more than 1,000 delegates who passed the CFE exam with us in 4 days. So this is the format that we have. You can take it virtually, or someone say, yeah, can I take it 4 days virtually? Yes, with our online face-to-face classes that we are doing in Dubai, you have the option. You can attend the class virtually over 4 days if you don't want to come to us, if you are in Saudi, if you are in other countries, or you can attend them in Dubai face-to-face. Of course, the virtual classes are much cheaper than face-to-face classes. So you have the 2 options. So you can take it virtually over 4 weeks, virtually over 4 days, or face-to-face over 4 days. Now, how the classes will happen when we do it over 4 days? Let me go over 4 days, how it will happen. Over 4 days, every day from 8 to 5, we study one subject, then you go take the exam over the weekend. Then next day, we study one subject, then you go take the exam, in the evening, not over the weekend. Then you study one subject, then you take the exam in the evening. Then you study one subject, you take the exam in the evening. So within 4 days, you will be certified. Now, everyone will ask me, so Iyad, what is the cost? How much this is going to cost us? The cost is including everything. This is the full package. The package usually is $3,994. But currently, we have a special promotion where you pay only $2,197, including your membership. You can bring your calculator and start calculating and see how much you are going to pay if you do self-study. If you do self-study, you have to pay for a CFE annual membership, which is $195. You have to pay for the CFE exam application fee, which is $450. You have to pay for CFE exam prep course, which is $1,062. And you have also to pay for the CFE workbook, and you have to pay for the fraud manual. So if you add all that, you can see it's close to $2,000. So with us, you can attend the classes, get all the support, and we help you, and you pay $2,197. Plus, you will get the flashcard. Plus, you will get 30 CBEs for attending the class. You can use it for other certificate if you need. Plus, you are going to have our online classes, live sessions like this, where you can attend us live, and you are going to have the recorded session for you to watch it later. So all this you will get as a part of the package if you attend our online classes. Now, someone will say, yeah, I'm already a CFE member. If you are already a CFE member, we are going to pay for your next year membership, so you will not lose anything. Someone will say, yeah, I already paid for the CFE prep course. If you already paid for the CFE prep course, don't worry about it. In that case, what we will do, we are going to give you $400 discount and upgrade you to the most recent version if you have paid within the last 2 years. So this is the best package that you can get if you want to prepare and pass the CFE exam course in the cheapest, easy possible. And I will tell you, based on all the classes that are happening globally, this is the cheapest package that you can get. Now, if you would like to go and take the classes with us face-to-face, this is the package that you have. If you would like to attend our Dubai classes. So you are going to get, the membership. Yes, you will get the exam fees. You will get the prep course. You will get the workbook. You will get the online version. You will get the certificate. You will get the online classes. See, so with our face-to-face courses, we will give you the online classes, the virtual classes, the recorded classes, plus you will get the 4 days face-to-face. So you are going to get both. You are going to get the virtual and the face-to-face in one package. So in that way, it will help you. Before attending the class, you can watch the recorded session. You can attend our virtual classes. And that will prepare you. So when you come to the class, you are already prepared for you to study and pass the CFE exam. So this is the best package that you can get for face-to-face classes that we are going to do next year. And like I said, the classes for next year are going to be March, the first class happening, July and October. So now let's see here. And for the last 9 years, we are so happy to be the ACFE exclusive authorized trainer in UAE, Qatar, Oman, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, and we have more than 2,800 delegates who were able to study with us and pass the CFE exam. And we are so happy. Someone say, yeah, 2,800 out of how many? Around 3,000. Yes, I will tell you, not everyone who is going to study is going to pass the exam. If you don't study and follow our advice, you will never pass the exam. It's not like you are going to come attend the class and magic will happen. No, you need to come, attend the classes, practice, and then you will be able to clear the exam. But we have around 90% passing rate. These are our delegates who join us online. We have more than 1,800 delegates who join our online classes. Usually our online classes, they are sold out every month because we have massive demand on the classes that we have. So these are our virtual classes, and these are our face-to-face classes that we have conducted. And we have already more than 1,000 professionals attended these classes. And we were so happy to have all of them with us in these classes. Actually, the last class we have conducted, it was just recently. We have done this class in Dubai. It was in October. And that was a very, very nice class. We had so many delegates joining us. And this is the photo for it. Let me see if I can share it with you. This is the photo from our last class, which was very interesting. All these delegates from different parts of the world, they joined us and they were able to study and clear the exam within less than a week. This is the idea. Less than a week, you can become certified fraud examiner. We don't want to waste your time. We don't want to waste your money. You come, you study with us, and you prepare. Now, part of the package that you will get, which is very important, is you are going to get the CFE prep course, which is you are going to get all the questions for you to practice, to prepare to become certified fraud examiner by practicing 1,500 questions in addition to the class that we are going to deliver to you. So in general, if you are thinking about becoming certified fraud examiner, my recommendation always, the best thing to do is to take the 4-week class. Don't take 4 days. 4 days is so much stress. It's possible. We have delegates. We have more than 1,000 delegates pass with that way, but it's so much stress. 4 days, every day 8 hours, then the exam. If you want to take it easy and you have full work, you can take 4 days out of your life, 1 week. You can take the classes with us in the evening in an easy, simple way from 8 to 10 Dubai time, 7 to 9 Saudi time. And you can study easily. If you miss some sessions, you can watch it, and then you can prepare and you study over the weekend. And again, you don't need to take the exam over the weekend. If you want, you can attend the classes over 4 weeks. Then you can go watch the sessions again, easy step by step, and then you can go and take the exam. Now, one of the questions that we always get, do you teach the class in English or Arabic? Well, we teach the classes in English/Arabic. So the main terms also will be explained in Arabic. And the good news that the CFE certificate is going to be in Arabic in December 2023. So if you, in case your English not so good, you can wait until December, which is after 12 months, and you are going to be able to take the certificate in Arabic. But we teach the classes in Arabic, we teach the classes in English. We give you additional videos, additional support to help you step by step prepare and pass for the CFE exam. So I'm happy that you are joining me here today to learn about how you can become certified fraud examiner and celebrating the International Fraud Awareness Week. And at the same time, you know, I really recommend you before the end of this year, make it a goal for you to become certified fraud examiner. But in case you are thinking about taking it next year, we are more than happy to help you in joining our classes for next year to become certified fraud examiner. Thank you so much for attending this session. And if in case you are interested in registering, here's our website. You can go to openthinking.ae. You can register in any of our classes, and I'm always available to help you and support you in your journey to fight fraud and become certified fraud examiner. Thank you very much.